So I have a number of different ways that I can think about possible outcomes for an experiment. I can simply list them all out. So if I toss 2 coins at the same time, I could get heads, 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 tails, tails, heads, tails, tails. For each of these, in this case, they have an equal chance of happening, but that's not always going to be true. And we'll look at that as we get on later. So another way I could list all my outcomes, or create a sample space of all my outcomes, is by making a 2-dimensional grid. So each axis is going to have 1 coin's options. So the first coin could have heads, tails. The second coin could have heads, tails. And then if I think about filling in this grid, then I can see that I have 4 possible outcomes. So in this box here, that would represent tails, tails as the outcome. The last way I can make a sample space is with a tree diagram. So in a tree diagram, I have a set of branches for each event. So my first event is flipping the first coin, and that first coin has 2 options of being heads or tails. And then I have, after I flip the first coin, I flip the second coin. And that second coin could also have heads, or it could have tails. But if I got tails on the first coin, I'm still going to flip the second coin. And again, I could get heads, or I could get tails. Each sample space has different uses and different areas where I would like to use them. And we'll talk about those as we go through the examples.